Hello and welcome to battle number 71 of Battle of the Beasts. We are etching ever so closer to the final, of which will be in round 7, which seems quite far away, but when you find out how many battles will be in round 5 and round 6, which are 3, it's actually not that far. It's just 6 more battles to go. And then the final. So yeah, we're really close now. And this is Krestor the Crushing Terror versus Serpio the Slithering Shadow. One is a beast that is really strong, really agile, and has the power to summon a certain element at will. The other is Krestor. Krestor in round 1 killed Stealth, round 2 it was Komodo, and round 3 Lustor. One really strong beast, one weak beast, and one beast I'm honestly surprised made it through to round 2. And Serpio in round 1 killed Tecton, a rather strong beast. Round 2, Slivka, a rather strong beast. And round 3, Silver, debatably my biggest mistake of my life. But I honestly see Serpio winning more times than Silver. I'm not going to go back to it though, because everyone already hates me for it. The larger beasts out of these lot are Krestor, and and that is pretty much all for the summary. The battlefield will be an icy, rocky area. I'm trying to combine them together, so slippery ground but rocky rocks everywhere as well. So yeah, let's get into this. As both beasts exit from the chambers, Krestor leaves through the front door. Serpio takes the sky door because he's a show off. He straight away sees Krestor and shoots an ice beam from his eye and tail going straight towards Krestor. Krestor counters that by shooting acid from his spikes, dissolving the ice beams immediately in enough time for him to move out of the way for the ice to just hit his chamber door. Krestor is prowling around to find a way to get to Serpio, and Krestor gets the idea. He shoots acid up into the sky, and Serpio starts dodging them very agilely, but that was just a diversion for Krestor to pick up a rock and chuck it at one of Serpio's wings. It hits one of Serpio's wings, breaking it clean off. Serpio plummets to the ground, right in front of Krestor. Krestor, using both of his hands, picks up Serpio by the head with his mouth shut and flings Krestor around from side to side like the Avengers think. Krestor really likes doing that apparently, doesn't he? I think Krestor done it in round 3 as well. Swinging around from side to side, hitting him against the ground and throwing him to the other side of the arena. Well, to a wall of the arena. Don't know where, furthest, closest, I don't know. Serpio, using his one, just slithers back up to Krestor after regaining himself and turns at the last minute for Krestor to get cut let's say on the chest area by Serpio's one remaining wing. Krestor reels back in pain and slams his hand or claw on the ground, pinning Serpio's wing there, and using his other hand picks up Serpio by the chest and rips that wing clean off and chucks Serpio away. Krestor spits acid out into the sky from his spikes for Serpio to dodge agilely, but as he's doing that, he's slithering up towards Krestor. Krestor sees that and uses his head to just hit Serpio again, knocking him to the side again. I did pause quickly, time out. I did promise to Lucas that Serpio's death will end in a pool of crimson, or Serpio's next battle will be in a pool of crimson, whatever I said, whatever he said. But I did say, well, I didn't really say anything, but I was just thinking, how does a snake made of ice have blood? Okay, back to the battle. Serpio, winded and trying to regain himself, regains himself just to see Krestor storming straight towards Serpio, and he shoots an ice beam straight towards him, freezing both of Krestor's hands to the ground. Krestor doesn't mind though, and just shoots acid from his spikes, and the acid lands all around for Serpio to dodge, but also lands on the ice to melt it, and using his strength, just breaks out of the ice as well. But whilst Krestor was busy doing that, Serpio jumps up, was able to slither up to under Krestor and use his tail to, his spikes on his back to cut at Krestor's stomach, chest area, where blood starts gushing out, covering Serpio completely in blood. Krestor reels back in pain, moves back, and uses his head to just smack it down on Serpio. As Ice Beam was going to Krestor's head to freeze it. It does freeze it, but Krestor was already in motion, slamming his head down to the ground, basically using Serpio's own weapon against him. It crushes Serpio, but Serpio is still alive. Krestor uses his claws to pick up Serpio's tail and pick him up, hanging him upside down. Serpio shoots an ice beam from his eye to hit Krestor. It hits just the neck area, freezing that over. Krestor uses his other hand to just smash it, though. And Krestor uses his claw to just slash at Serpio's chest, his weakest point. Serpio howls in pain and recoils up and is able to bite at Krestor's arm that was holding his tail. What Krestor does is howl in pain and chucks him up into the air, having Serpio slip his grip out of Krestor. Krestor shoots acid up into the sky, and it hits Serpio, melting parts of him completely. As Serpio's crashing down, Krestor shoots up another load of acid that goes right past Serpio, dodging him, but Serpio crashes down to the ground and doesn't have enough time to move as the rest of the acid starts pouring down on him. Serpio, very weak and very dissolved, covered in blood, is too weak to move. Krestor puts him out of his misery by having one claw on his tail, one claw pinning his head down, and using his head just smashes his head repeatedly into Serpio's chest, smashing it, killing his heart. Krestor has won this battle and Serpio has lost. For Lucas and Imperius Rex mainly, because I know they actually hated the fact that Silver died to Serpio, I hope you're happy that Serpio died like that. I gave him the most brutal death I've ever given a beast. As I promised to Lucas, he would be in a pool of blood in the next battle. You didn't say whose blood though. And Krestor was able to survive from bleeding out by having the last few minutes of that battle go really quickly, basically. After Serpio cut his stomach, Krestor didn't show any mercy. Picks him up, chucks him into the sky, shoots acid, dissolves him, makes him crash down to the ground, shoots more acid, dissolves him again, and then pins him down and smashes his head into him. That happened, I would say, if this was an animation, within 1 minute. So yeah, that was actually really fun. I like that battle. Anyway, that is actually the end of this. If you think Serpio should have won, please leave in the comments below why you think that, and you will get people that won't like you for that, but I won't be one of them because I like both of these beasts actually. Anyway, that's all for this time. If you like what you saw, leave a like, leave a comment, don't forget to subscribe, press the notification bell down the corner below, and I'll see you in the next battle, which will have Carnivora, the winged scavenger, versus Noctilla, the death owl. And with that being said, I'll see you next time.